When people hear off-grid living, they sometimes picture a cabin with no rules, no bills, and a frying pan that somehow stays clean by mountain magic. That is not the life I know. Self-reliance is a pile of small systems, each one maintained before it fails. I am Silas Crow. I have lived in Appalachia all my life, traveled the country, and come home again. The habits I am sharing were not invented by every Appalachian family, and they are not a replacement for modern safety rules. They are practical ideas my people and neighbors used because they made a household steadier. Number one is gravity before machinery. If water, food, firewood, tools, and daily supplies are arranged so you move them downhill or only once, you save labor every single day. A rain barrel must be legal and safely installed where you live, but the principle is broader. Place water storage close to where water is used. Keep a wash station near the garden. Store split wood where it can dry and where you can reach it without walking through ice. Put heavy pantry goods below shoulder height. My pop always said a good layout saves your back before it saves your money. Number two is store water in more than one form. A household can keep safe drinking water in clean, food-grade containers, but water security also means catching roof runoff for non-drinking tasks where permitted, protecting a well, knowing where the shutoff is, and having a way to carry water if a pump is down. Never assume untreated rainwater, spring water, or creek water is safe to drink. Use an appropriate tested treatment method and follow local guidance. The old trick is redundancy, not taking chances with your stomach. Number three is keep a dry wood system, not just a wood pile. Firewood heats a house best when it is properly seasoned, split to a usable size, off the ground, protected from rain on top, and open on the sides to air. Do not bring large stacks indoors because insects and moisture come with them. Do not burn painted, treated, or unknown scrap wood, and maintain chimneys, stovepipes, clearances, and smoke alarms. Mountain homes have always respected fire because fire helps you only when it is contained. Number four is cook with a plan that survives a power outage. That may mean a camp stove used outdoors, a safely vented wood cook stove, a grill used outside, or foods that can be prepared with boiled water. Never burn charcoal or run a gas camp stove indoors, in a garage, or near an open window. Carbon monoxide has no mountain accent and no sense of humor. Keep a carbon monoxide alarm, fresh batteries, and a simple menu of shelf-stable foods that your household actually enjoys. Number five is use the house as a weather tool. In winter, close drafts at the foundation, windows and doors while keeping combustion appliances properly vented. Use curtains after sunset, rugs where they make sense, and a single occupied room when fuel is short. In summer, shade the sunny side, ventilate when outside air is cooler, and cook outside or with small appliances when possible. Grandmama did not call it passive design. She just knew when to close a curtain, open a window, and move the chair to the warm side of the room. Number six is preserve food by the method that matches the food. A root cellar or cool storage area can help some crops keep longer, but it does not make every food shelf-stable. Refrigeration and freezing are different from canning. Low-acid vegetables, meats, and soups need tested pressure canning directions if you are preserving them at room temperature. Acid foods need their own tested recipes. When in doubt, freeze it, refrigerate it, dry it using a reliable method, or consult a current extension service guide. The old pantry was built on knowledge as much as jars. Number seven is build a working pantry, not a fear pantry. Keep familiar foods in rotation: beans, rice, oats, flour, oil, salt, canned goods, tea, spices, and whatever your family eats every week. Write dates where you can see them and use the oldest first. Add a manual can opener, a way to light a stove safely, and a few no-cook meals. A pantry is not impressive because it is huge. It is useful because you know what is in it, how to cook it, and when to replace it. Number 8 is treat hand tools like dependable coworkers. A sharp hoe, shovel, pruning saw, axe used with proper training, hand cultivator, bucket, wash tub, and clothesline can keep a home moving when power tools are unavailable. Keep blades clean and dry, handles sound, and tools returned to the same place. Learn safe technique before using cutting tools. The secret is not buying antique gear. It is maintaining a few simple tools until your hands know them. Number 9 is use laundry lines with the weather, not against it. A clothesline saves energy, and sunlight can freshen fabrics, but clothes must dry fully before they come inside. In damp weather, use indoor drying racks with ventilation or a dehumidifier rather than packing wet fabric into a closet. If pollen, smoke, or local air quality is bad, dry laundry indoors. Grandmama watched the sky and the wind because a line full of half-damp towels is not a victory. Number 10 is make daylight do 2 jobs. Keep frequently used spaces near natural light. Put a reflective surface where it can bounce light into a dark work area. Keep task lights efficient and rechargeable. Store flashlights where you use them, not in one mystery drawer. A simple headlamp frees both hands during an outage and is worth more than a dozen decorative lanterns. The Appalachian version of clever is putting useful things where they will be needed before dark. Number 11 is save seeds only after learning which seeds will come true. Open-pollinated varieties can be good candidates. Hybrids may not produce plants like the parent. Some crops cross-pollinate readily, and wet or immature seed stores poorly. Start with one easy crop, label it carefully, and keep it cool and dry. Saving seed is not nostalgia. It is a way to learn your garden, preserve varieties you value, and avoid depending on one trip to town. Number 12 is know your neighbors before the emergency. This may be the most Appalachian trick of all. One person might know chainsaws and fallen trees, another might have a tractor, a pressure canner, a spare freezer, medical training, or simply an extra set of hands. Share contact information, check on elders during storms, and make mutual help ordinary rather than dramatic. Off-grid does not have to mean alone. In fact, trying to do every job alone is a fine way to turn a small problem into a dangerous one. Number 13 is keep written knowledge where batteries cannot erase it. Put important phone numbers, medication lists, water shutoff instructions, equipment manuals, planting notes, recipes, and evacuation information in a weather-resistant notebook or folder. A paper map belongs in the vehicle. Label breakers and valves. Teach everyone old enough to help where the flashlight, first aid kit, and fire extinguisher are. When the power is out and the phone is at 3%, a clear note can feel like a superpower. All 13 ideas have the same root. Make the next ordinary day easier. Put water where you need it. Keep heat safe. Keep food safe. Use daylight. Maintain tools. Know your neighbors. Write things down. That is the kind of self-reliance I learned here. It is not about pretending modern life does not exist. It is about building enough practical skill that a storm, a high bill, a broken pump, or a long drive to town does not knock your whole household sideways. There is a 14th idea hidden inside all the others, and that is maintenance day. Once a month, choose a short list, test alarms, inspect fire extinguishers, check stored water dates, sharpen a garden tool, clean a filter, rotate pantry food, look over the roofline, and run the generator only according to its safety instructions. A system that is never touched until an emergency is not a system, it is a hope. My family did these things in the ordinary daylight when mistakes were cheaper and help was nearby. Also be honest about what your household can support. A giant garden, livestock, a wood stove, a rainwater system, and a cellar all ask for time and skill. Start with the systems that solve your actual problems. If groceries are expensive, learn 3 pantry meals. If storms knock out power, improve lighting, water, communications, and safe cooking. If your yard stays wet, work on drainage. A modest system you maintain is more independent than a grand project that becomes another broken thing behind the shed. Finally, learn the rules where you live. Water collection, septic work, wells, wood heat, electrical changes, food sales, building projects, and burning can all be regulated for good reasons. A permit or an inspection does not make a skill less traditional. It helps protect your home, your neighbor, and the people who will live there after you. The finest old wisdom knows when to call for current expertise. Pick one system this week. Rotate your pantry. Label the water shutoff. Hang a clothesline. Make an outage meal. Clear the gutter. Call a neighbor. You do not become self-reliant in one dramatic weekend. You become steadier one useful habit at a time, and that kind of steadiness travels well whether you live on a ridge, in a town, or in an apartment over a busy street.